Hey, JC, congratulations on the marriage and the presidency. It's a
Thank you.
big off season for you, obviously.
Yeah.
Getting into your role as president, obviously, with everything that's going on, what is your view right now of what needs to kind of happen for, the players to feel comfortable with returning to work, other than the virtual program that you guys have been engaging in, and just do you have, I mean, I know it's so hard to predict and everything's fluid, and it's impossible to predict, but do you have any thoughts on if we're going to be seeing an NFL football season in 2020?
Yeah. I mean, our priority is always going to be the health and safety of the players. And usually when you say that, you mean, things that happen on the field. Obviously, it kind of takes a new meeting with everything going on now where, when you talk about the health and safety of the players, is you're talking about kind of their own personal health. And that's always going to be the top priority for us. So there's probably not one, two, five things. There's a long list of hurdles we have to get over and things we have to watch and check. And we just continually seek out information to be informed. And this virus is constantly changing, and the information you're getting is constantly changing. So, we've stayed really up to date with everything and made sure that we're always looking through the lens of how do we keep our players safe and healthy as well as their families.
Do you see, light at the end of the tunnel where there's going to be an agreement between the NFLPA and the league on if it's okay to come back for training camp or even mini camp in June?
I think that's still a ways out. Every place hasn't opened up quite yet. Obviously, the buildings are just starting to open up for non-football staff. So I don't think we're there at this point. I think we continually just keep looking at what new information comes out, and in the end, we just got to make good decisions and safe decisions. And again, this is constantly changing, and that's kind of what we continually see. And now, as new areas open up and more people kind of leave quarantine, we'll be able to see what's going on, and we'll get more data points for that. And we have I guess what you would call an advantage of we still have time before our season is projected to start.
Yeah, I know it's some other leagues, the NBA in particular, they're talking about guys who potentially have or already have pre-existing medical conditions and what kind of concern that would be. Is that something that you guys have talked through? Is that, one of the many things of all the things that we've got to talk through about all of this?
Absolutely. No, we've got guys, obviously, the emphasis is always on the elderly population and the effects of the virus, but there are a lot of people with underlying conditions inside our league, and people see kind of professional athletes as these kind of invincible robots, where they're just kind of always in the best shape, and there's no kind of chink in their armor. But that's not really the case. There are a lot of guys with underlying conditions and problems that we have to look out for. And that's something we're always trying to keep top of mind. You can't expect just to throw football back in and think that the virus is going to, kneel down to almighty football. You have to look through different ways of making sure people stay healthy. And there's going to be new ideas, and it's probably going to look a little different this year, making sure people stay healthy.